Day one here in Zillertal. You can see the beautiful valley behind me. Now I'm currently on my way up a chairlift to the Hintertux glacier. This is at an altitude maximum of 3,250 meters, and it's one of only 2 resorts in the world which allows skiing 365 days a year. Quite a lot of people in the car park with skis and boards. However, no skiing for me. Today I am on 2 guided tours. The first is a Spannagel cave, and the second one is the natural ice palace. So looking forward to both of them. Beautiful day, quite warm but a little bit windy. So day one, let's go. My first activity was a trip down into the Spannagel caves. Being Welsh and allergic to the sun, a trip underground made me feel right at home. I met up with my guide Christoph, got fully suited and booted in the overalls and wellies which are provided, before heading underground via a gate which felt like I was entering into Batman's secret lair. 13 kilometers in length, Spannagel is the largest rock cave system in the Central Alps and Europe's highest publicly accessible cave. Its main draw is its unique geological features, which include a 25-meter thick marble vein which runs through the entire length of the cave. First up were the show caves. These are located within 500 meters of the entrance, and although involved going through some narrow passageways in the rock, were not difficult to reach. This tour is the most popular with visitors and only requires 1 hour to experience. After being showed some of the natural plunge pools caused by the water, Christoph dropped some knowledge bombs and showed me the magnificent marble which keeps him coming back for more.
Now we are in the cave, yeah? And please look at this wall up to the left side. This is so beautiful. This is the marble from the Spannagel cave. I'm working here for 25 years, but every day when I come in, I have to look at this wall. This is so beautiful. Yeah, special. Yeah, special.
From here, we moved away from the show caves and began the trekking tour. We descended deeper into the intricate cave system, with the passageways becoming a lot narrower and trickier to navigate. The route involved passing through some tight tunnels and lofty caverns, using a series of metal ladders and via ferratas. Although it was a tight squeeze in places, I never felt claustrophobic. The most daunting parts involved crossing over a vast open cavern with a 25-meter drop, before descending down into the darkness via some ladders which hung beyond vertically. Having navigated down through the caves for 1 mile, descending 170 vertical meters, we eventually reached an underground waterfall. After marveling at its beauty, we then had to climb back up and out of the cave via another very daunting ladder. Back over ground, I said goodbye to my guide Christoph before catching arguably one of the most impressive cable cars in the Alps up to the top of the Hintertux glacier. The second tour of the day was a trip through the natural ice palace. Located just below 3,200 meters, this glacial cave system has a whole host of magical frozen features. The caves were discovered by accident in 2007 by Roman Euler, who, while skiing, spotted a small crack in the ice and decided to explore what was beneath it. Alongside finding a large crevasse, the crack extended sideways, revealing a series of caverns filled with spectacular ice formations. The tour allows you to navigate through 600 meters of the glacier to a depth of 25 meters, so you can see its beauty firsthand. I passed through a series of corridors, caverns and passageways, marveling at the beauty of the glowing blue walls, giant ice crystals and even the underground lake. It was one of the most impressive natural features I'd ever seen, and the footage can't really do it justice. At the end, we also had a chance to take a ride on the underwater lake in a rubber dinghy. With advanced bookings, you can also go paddleboarding, have a private tour, or even go for a literal ice dip. Back over ground and blinded by the sunlight, I then headed up onto the Panorama Terrace. So I am on top of the Hintertux glacier, 3,250 meters, and it is unbelievable panoramic views. Coincidentally, I'm on the Panorama Terrace, but look at this. I've just stuck the drone up and the views are sensational. Now, looking over the border towards Italy and then back towards Meerhofen, absolutely sensational. And what a day. It's cleared up. It did rain earlier, but absolutely beautiful. Ice Palace was unbelievable. Definitely recommend that. Yeah, phenomenal. Getting to walk through. Been to one in Iceland, that was far better. We even got to hop on a rubber dinghy rapids. But what an end to the day. 10 minutes till the last lift down. Gonna enjoy it as much as I can before getting a scoot on. Guten Morgen from Zillertal. Now it's day 2 on my adventure here, and today I'm heading for an epic 15-kilometer hike. I've traveled up to the Stilluptal Valley, and behind me is the Stilluptal Reservoir, and you can see there's these beautiful waterfalls. So the hike I'm going on is ironically called the Waterfall Trail. I'm going to hike 7.5 kilometers up to Groenwandhut, so around 300 meters of elevation gain, have some lunch, turn around, come back down. Now this is the start point and the views are off the scale already. I did come up here for sunrise, didn't materialize, but absolutely beautiful. It is a toll road, 10 euros per car, and there are buses that come up from Meerhofen. But hike starts here, plenty of parking, absolutely stunning. It's like Norway or New Zealand. It reminds me a lot of Milford Sound. But anyway, enough babbling. I'm gonna go enjoy this beautiful trail. So after 2 hours and 8 kilometers of hiking, I finally made it to Groenwandhut, which is down behind me. As you can see, the views back down the valley are absolutely stunning. However, check out the view this way. Absolutely insane. So that mountain range behind there is Italy. So that is the border between Austria and Italy. Majestical hike, absolutely stunning. Now the first 2K follows the lake, flat path, concrete. You get to the other end where there's like a gravel beach, and from there the path slowly climbs up alongside a river for 2K, undulating up to Stilluptal. From there it's another 4 kilometers, again undulating. The final section up to Groenwandhut is a little bit steeper. After 6K though, you'll find this help yourself DIY outdoors bar in a sort of cow trough. Is incredible idea, really amazing. The views are stunning, and I think that just goes to show how considerate, thoughtful and also kind the Austrian people are. If you had that in the UK, it wouldn't work. It would either get vandalized or people wouldn't pay. Right, enough babbling for me. I'm gonna have some dinner. Let's go. Guten Morgen from Zillertal. It is day 3 here, and this morning I've caught the Ahorn barn up to 2,000 meters. You can see it behind me. Cable car runs every 15 minutes. Takes about 10 minutes to get up here. Beautiful view so far. I've only got a brief bit of time up here before I shoot onto Kitzbühel, so I'm gonna take a little stroll, taking the sights for an hour before heading down. So I've made the short hike up from the Ahorn barn up to Filzenkogel. It was around 25 minutes, involved around 250 meters of elevation gain. So this is 2,227 meters, well worth coming up to as the views are phenomenal. So in the background there, you've got the Tux Alps, down to Meerhofen. You've got the Kitzbühel Alps, the Ahorn Spitz, which is just below 3,000 meters. You can hike up to there. Zillertal Alps and the Stilluptal Valley where I was yesterday. Absolutely beautiful. What a couple of days I've had here. Absolutely phenomenal. Stunning place, and I've barely scratched the surface. So a huge thank you to Zillertal Tourism for bringing me out here and showcasing what this region has to offer. Everything I've done, like I said, has been phenomenal. The hotel I've stayed at was absolutely beautiful. Staff there were incredible. Food was phenomenal. Views were great. An ideal location in the valley. So thoroughly recommend coming here. Like I said, barely scratched the surface. There's so much more to do and see. Definitely recommend getting an active card, which gives you access to one lift up and down a day. So you can utilize them to knock off some of the elevation gain. But I hope you enjoyed. Hope you found this useful. Until next time, diolch yn fawr.